for
I gotta hold down the city. I gotta let you know where I come from. I gotta hold down the city. I gotta let you know. I gotta hold down the city. I gotta let you know. I gotta capture my win. I practice 31 days a month and I practice again. Was born equipped with sportsmanship, so I just laugh and I grin. Victory is my objective, I don't have to pretend. Spread my wings like an eagle and let them flap in the wind. No guts, no glory, no pain, no gain. These are actions of men. My teammate is a warrior, got my back to the end. My purpose is God sent. You gon' have to defend. My crossover is vicious, I got more swagger than him. Hit the bottom of the net or the back of the rim. Your style is a flavor foul. Your score, I'ma take it down. All of your tracks. I gotta hold down the city. I gotta let you know where I come from. I gotta hold down the city. I gotta let you know. I gotta hold the city down. Anyhow, they gon' have to really bow. Totally dominate the game in front of any crowd. I keep it 100 while you only keep it 50 down. I could conquer any style. Victory is in me now. My time is now. Who said it was later? It comes natural. I got a competitive nature. Look at them guys when I'm coming. They be hot and I'm hunting. Luckily they've been ducking me. You see lots of them running. Challenges I embarrass them. They a dime in a dozen. Full of fire just like a dragon straight out of the dungeon. I'm just rising above it. You just live to the public. I serve a purpose. You nervous with butterflies in your stomach. Don't try to intimidate me. You couldn't scare me with lip. I'm spontaneous, smart, dangerous, fancy and quick. My trainer told me to work. He ain't prepared me to quit. I'm the only captain who's sailing this championship.
What do you usually put up? Like this?
I gotta let you know where I come from. I gotta hold down the city. I gotta let you know. I gotta hold down the city. I gotta let you know where I come from.
What is that stuff over here? Damn, we got messed up. Damn. Blown up with her. I'll get blown up there too. Ah!
KenNguyen Sports. It's time for NBA action.
Oh, no.
Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg,
Say
this
anything?
is Kevin Harlan.
Oh, no. I think I'm gonna go back to the red dot.
And a look at the starters for the Williams. Then it's Joe, and it's Walker in it.
Oh, that's you, no.
The Hornets couldn't repeat the feat in 2000.
coming in with such high expectations, and 33 and 49 just not good enough to get into the playoffs in any season.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Very careful there.
You losing? I'm gonna say.
And here's Charlotte.
That was slow.
He kicks it to Zeller. On the wing, but 2. 6 to shoot. Pulls it up. And nothing but hair on that one. Gay with it, and it's Lynn picking him up. Gay dishes to Cousins. Second chance shot. Got a hand on it. Zeller passes to Lynn. He feeds it to Williams. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Make it 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right, Kevin?
Yeah, that's right. You got it. And he was ultra safe with that dunk.
No reason not to be.
And guys, as he should be. Remove all doubt on that attack.
I'm getting kicked
Speed
out.
for 3. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make. Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
Who's winning?
Now here's Cousins. And he pings it home with one hand.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the
What's
rim.
the
Never
thing you
has
guys doing?
been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one hand?
The Kings
Tomahawk
in the
slam.
hole.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Rondo against Zeller. On the wing, but 2. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
He's still gonna play.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has.
Are you
The
watching this
defense
game?
unable to react as quickly as necessary
All right,
in
man. I'm
terms
gonna
of
watch
dealing
you
with
guys.
their passing.
So what I do,
Guys,
what I
really
do.
needs to operate in a system that's completely
Come on,
simple to be effective. Pushing it, driving, dishing. When he has to play off the ball, that's when trouble starts.
Lamb is jumped in for Jeremy Lin. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far.
You watching on YouTube, man?
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
You know, it also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint.
Now, Clark, that is just ridiculous.
Absolutely filthy. I don't
Come
remember
on.
ever seeing a dunk like that in a game. I certainly can't remember the last time.
I'll tell you what, fellas, you might not see another one like that one.
Man, you getting beat.
Here's Walker. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Not the best shot right there with a good defender draped all over you.
I agree with you. I mean, not the shot they were hoping for, but it really caused problems with his defense.
I love how he used his height advantage on that shot.
And he had the nice soft touch with it, too.
1:58 left in the first quarter.
And watching Kemba Walker play, so explosive. An undersized floor general, nasty crossover. Really a scorer's mentality. Maybe too much of a scorer's mentality to ever be a great assistant.
And the Kings will go for a different look here. Kufis checked in for Cousins. Bellinelli comes in for Rudy Gay. Curry's checked in for McLemore. And it's Collison in for Rajon Rondo.
Oh, there we go.
And then for Charlotte, Kaminsky is checked in for Zeller. Hawes comes in for Marvin Williams. And is Hairston in for Nicholas Batum. Great talking about Walker. You have to love the way he competes, his willingness, Clark, to put the team on his shoulders and carry him.
Love that competitive spirit of his. They're actually figuring out how to use him best, but he's such a dynamic offensive player. You've got to give him room to be creative at that end.
And guys, there's no doubt Walker has a lot of the tools needed to be a great point guard. But his shooting percentage is really what has kept him from making the leap. Just not as consistent as he needs to be, and a lot of it has to do with shot selection. That also has to improve.
Oh, there we go.
Collison kicks to Bellinelli. Wasted no time on that one.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
Kaminsky kicks to Walker. Nails the 16-footer.
And how about that exhale there? Finally gets one to fall through 6 attempts.
Collison dishes to Bellinelli. The drive by Collison. And there's the whistle. That goes on Frank Kaminsky. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
No, because no one wasn't popping there.
Collison, the pass to Kufis. Hairston with the steal. A fast break now for Charlotte. And again, Kemba Walker. Walker's got 6.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends.
Does that play matter after
done
that?
there.
Absolutely. They make the steal. Dividends instantly on the defensive.
Out to the right wing. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 8 points for him.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on him.
And Curry has it in the corner. From downtown, it's rebounded by Charlotte. And it's not going to go. On his first quarter of play, we've seen plenty of offense so far. When it's ahead, they're up by 3. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. Looking at what we've seen from the Hornets, what do you think?
It's been a point of emphasis, no doubt, to make sure they attack the rim offensively.
I love the fact they're not settling for outside shots. Keep attacking that rack.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Setting the floor for the Hornets. We've got Zeller. Hairston is out there with Jeremy Lin. Then it's Kaminsky, and it's Batum in at the small forward. Rondo kicks to Cousins. Rebounded by Kaminsky.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Don't tell me you're going to lose on both of them.
It was a rough year last year for fans in Sacramento, but they still come out here to fill up the stands, Greg, even with their team struggling.
Okay. Are you going to stream the Madden?
The Kings marked an 8-year high in terms of attendance. Not bad for a team that
after that, we'll go
be
to
in
the
the
gym.
hunt for the postseason, but then just fell apart midway through.
Lin kicks to Hairston. Lin again. Lin's shot is off.
They really depend on him to convert those chances. A lot of times, even with solid D draped on it, they expect him to make it.
3 for Caspi. The shot is off. And it's the Hornets taking it the other way.
The Kings ended at 18-23 here at home. Not a terrible record for them, given how their whole season went kind of up and down and inconsistent. They even had some home cooking in their favor as they were the second best team in free throw differential at home.
Cousins with it. Now guarded by Kaminsky. Gay can't get it to go. Hairston kicks to Zeller. Lin, that's a 2-pointer. Sacramento grabs the miss.
Well, a big thing for the Kings to look forward to is the opening of their new arena. They are still looking at opening the downtown arena in the fall of 2016, and Sacramento couldn't be any more excited.
Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Lin's got the lead up to 8 now for Charlotte.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Gay dishes to McLemore.
Hey, I don't get good, man.
Batum against
Oh,
Gay.
there we go. Don't be
Batum
right there.
passes to Zeller. In the corner, it's Lynn.
Boom, 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 boom.
Just 5 on the clock. Batum for 3. No good. So the Kings will take it the other way.
Damn.
And then Gay with the dunk.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Pick by Zeller.
I didn't see many touch a lot.
Right side, Lynn. 16 feet away. Here's Kaminsky. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Kufis checked in for Caspi. Bellinelli comes in for Rudy Gay. Curry's checked in for Ben McLemore. And it's Collison in for Rajon Rondo. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Bellinelli. Kicks to Cousins. Now the feed to Bellinelli. Here's Kufis. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. And the Hornets making a change here. Batum's checked in.
And Costa Kufis, an excellent rotation center. I mean, he gets after it on the inside. He'll give you some rebounds, can block some shots. He's made himself into a factor.
And Kufis not really a shooter, Clark. He does his damage around the rim.
Yeah, he really does. The former Buckeye is a great screen setter. He attacks the offensive glass, plays within himself, and knows his role, and he does it well.
Sacramento making some changes. Caspi, he's checked in for Kufis. Gay comes in for Curry. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Darren Collison. It's Gay with the drive. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
You know, last season, DeMarcus Cousins had several triple-doubles, but with Cousins, he would have 20-plus rebounds to go along with 20 points and 10 assists. That's amazing for a big man, for any man, as a matter of fact.
And for Cousins, those 20, 10 triple-doubles are an incredibly rare feat. First time, in fact, that we've seen that in the NBA since 2010.
And he was the first big man since the great Wilt Chamberlain to do it in back-to-back games. So Cousins is one of the rare big men who can do it all and has displayed that multiple times last season.
Oh, come on.
Hook loose, but he gets it back. Second shot opportunity. Rebound by Williams.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And Caspi kicks to Bellinelli. And once again off the mark by Sacramento.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Up top, Walker. And so that's the end of the first half. Hornets ahead
Second quarter.
as they end the second quarter with a 13-5 run. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
It's all in the paint. Yeah. Crazy.
Second half just about to get going here. You gotta like what Nicholas Batum has done in this game.
And the thing I noticed most in that first half was his offense. He was not wasteful with his opportunities and also did a great job of converting with the chances he had.
I agree with you, Greg. Judicious shot selection. All of his looks were good looks.
That's a good game, man.
All right, the second half beginning in just a moment.
Been a stellar outing in this one for Batum. He has 9 points, and he has 1 steal to his credit as well.
And Clark, he's just done a great job defensively. That 1 steal doesn't tell the whole story.
McLemore and Gay in the perimeter. Caspi is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Rondo in at the point. That's the good for George Karl getting going here in the second half.
And Charlotte's defense, it didn't really start out incredible last season, but over the course of the year,
what's the record on mine?
Ranks, and by the end of the year, they were a force.
What the fuck?
Baker in the post. He's covered by Rondo. Walker's shot is off.
And that's the kind
So
of
who do you play with?
he's got
Just the
they
computer?
were all over.
And there's the fouls on Nicholas Batum. That's his first foul.
I heard my career is pretty good.
Clumsy on that one. He was not going to get away with that.
Yeah, he climbed all over him. And there's a picture of that one in the officiating manual. So clear, easy call.
Rondo dishes to Cousins. And you can count on a chance to make it 3.
Guys, he's got the length to get to the rim, and when he gets there, you never see a clumsy or awkward finish out of him. Everything is smooth and fluid.
And he gets it to go.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he's on the money, that's no doubt. Here's Batum. Another miss by Batum.
1 for 5 on offense. A slow start here in the second half.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Gay.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
P.J. Harrison's checked in for the Hornets. To the paint. Here's Zeller. Taken away. And here we go. Fast break. McLemore's got it. Here's Gay. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Gay's got 11 points.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Knocked loose. And the Kings pushing it up now. McLemore with the ball.
You know, fought hard from start to finish on that play. Defended the shot and then finished it off with the window.
Oh, shit.
And Steve Clifford might not be the most famous coach in the NBA, but he has plenty of experience. And everyone in the league knows exactly how well-versed he is as a coach.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Kufis checked in for Cousins. Curry comes in for McLemore. And it's Collison in for Rajon Rondo. Oh, and here comes Curry all alone. It's Gay on the wing. 11 points in the game. It's rebounded by Charlotte. They've led by as much as 10. And Clifford in his 3rd year now as a head coach, Greg. That experience you were just talking about. He has 29 years of coaching under his belt. He's a Van Gundy disciple. Clark was on the coaching staff for both brothers.
Yeah, and he's been with a lot of teams, Kevin. 13 seasons as an assistant for the Lakers, Rockets, Magic, and Knicks.
And stolen by Kufis. Here's Collison. Throws down the breakaway jam.
That is such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
And it's one thing to get the steal, but to so alertly turn it into a transition opportunity, even better.
Kaminsky sets the pick for Walker. Down low. Up off the screen. And finished off by Kaminsky.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old
Timeout called by the Kings. The Kings were off to a hot start last year, but things certainly fell apart midway. A big factor in that was the messy firing of their coach, Mike Malone.
Yeah, really, that firing came out of nowhere to the fans and the players, and seemed odd to fire a coach that has been leading his team to good basketball.
I gotta find controller first. I gotta take control. I got mine for 40. Yeah, this time. 40? Where? Yeah, Black.
And some changes here for the Kings. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Kufis. Butler comes in for Caspi. And it's Bellinelli in for Curry. And then for Charlotte, Williams, he's checked in for Zeller. Batum comes in for P.J. Hairston. And Jeremy Lamb subbed in for Jeremy Lin.
Well, I love that sweet up fake, Kevin. It worked like a charm there and gave him a clear path to the lane and then to the hoop.
Well, that move is one of the prettiest out there if you can pull it off.
And, you know, we'll never really know the full details of why Malone was
What's the score right now?
The effect it had on the team was easy to see. Kings really tailspinned out of control.
35-34.
Walker goes in.
Oh, so you guys are
Stolen by Gay. And here comes Bellinelli.
35-32.
You know, the Kings, I think, will look back and realize they made a dubious decision the way they handled that coaching change. I mean, lucky for them, they were able to right things, so to speak, by landing George Karl later on. Clearly one of the better coaches in NBA history. Man, you talk about a guy that's bounced around the league since he's been in it. Darren Collison. I mean, he's played on 5 different teams in his first 6 seasons and has been a contributor and an impact player on all of them.
Kings have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Butler with the ball. Williams picks him up. For the lead, Hornets with the rebound. Kaminsky's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Batum kicks to Walker. Left side, Collison launches it. That is good. Collison's got 6. For Darren Collison, played a career-high 35 minutes a game last year. Seemed to help him find his rhythm, Greg, on offense.
And his coach had confidence in him, and boy, did he deliver. Unfortunately, that hip injury shut him down after 45 games, but a positive season for him to build upon nonetheless.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down. Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
We've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be the springboard.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Gotta stop that momentum.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets.
Yeah, saw some things that just weren't working for them and wants to make some adjustments.
Yeah, and no reason to wait around to do that, Greg. I mean, might as well make those adjustments right away.
Rondo checked in for Caron Butler. Spencer Hawes is checked in for Charlotte. Collison against Walker. Three-pointer. The shot misses. Great D that time from Collison.
You can see the frustration in the quarter on his face, especially with his team trailing. Almost no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Kings lead by 5. Live from Sacramento, you're watching 2K Sports. We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. Hornets trailed by 5. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time in the situation.
And on the court for Charlotte as we start the fourth. Hairston is out there with Zeller. Then there's Spencer Hawes. Then it's Jeremy Lin. And it's Lamb in the the 2. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession.
And really just a lack of awareness on his part. Just no idea he was right near the line.
Outside, Lynn. No one near him. No good from Lynn. Rondo against Lynn. Cousins, the pass to Collison. The dish to Casper. 5 on the clock. The pass to Rondo. Connects from 3-point range. Rondo's got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for the Kings. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line. So it'll be Cody Zeller shooting. It's on DeMarcus. And the Hornets making a change here. Kaminsky's checked in. Back to Cousins. And stolen by Zeller.
And one.
And a fast break now for the Hornets. Hairston, good.
Don't you love the chemistry? Those guys work so well together in the open floor.
Rondo dishes to Bellinelli. Shot clock at 6. The Kings need to get off a shot here. There's the bucket. Good. And the Kings lead by 7.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the 3-point variety.
And you need the defense to stop the bleeding.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rondo.
I tell you what, that's just a major forced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Kufis checked in for Sacramento. McLemore has come in for Rajon Rondo. And the Hornets call time here.
Yeah.
Thinking about DeMarcus Cousins, Clark, when he was selected, people questioned whether he can stay out of trouble. Many doubted that, he could, but he has stayed clean, really, since day one.
Yeah, going back 5 years ago, a beat writer actually had the audacity to say he would end up in jail at some point. Cousins has proved him and others wrong.
And with that Cousins story about the writer, Cousins actually called him out about that failed prediction. I mean, they made amends, however, with the writer eating his words and donating to a charity of Cousins' choice.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Steve Clifford was just going over the game plan with his team. No surprise, really. The turnover situation was the focus. He told them, listen, we're giving it away, guys. We've got to protect the ball, play within ourselves, and get quality shots. Kevin?
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Kufis.
What's the score?
And he is subbed in for Bellinelli.
50-41.
No doubt that is within his range.
50-41.
I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
And it'll be Sacramento as it goes out of bounds. The Kings retain possession.
And really no choice but to run for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
Yeah, and that was important. Probably would have been a quick 2 points.
Yeah, it's like,
he doesn't get a hand
10
on it and
seconds
knock
or
it
50
out.
seconds away.
And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. And just about 3 minutes through the 4th quarter here. Just 5 to shoot. 3 from Gay. Batum grabs the miss. Batum's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And Lamb slams it home.
How about the feel and the awareness he had there, finding his teammate behind the defense on the break.
Got that one up quick. Cousins has got the lead up to 9 now for the Kings.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Out to the right wing. Here's McLemore. Good, and the assist goes to Collison. Collison's got 6 assists now in the game.
Damn,
You
you
look at
got
DeMarcus
those three?
Cousins, what a contribution.
He's really taking it to him inside. They got to find a way to slow
When
him down.
Cousins shot.
Charlotte calls
Oh
timeout.
no.
Hornets trail by 11. Outside, Walker. Kaminsky kicks to Walker. Tries again. And Kaminsky lays it up and in.
And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
Sacramento leading by 9. Batum brings the double team. The drive by Cousins. Rebounded by Kaminsky. Kaminsky's got his 7th rebound of the game
Oh
today.
my
Last
God.
was shot by Batum, no good.
That was slow. Oh my
And
God.
not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball. And defensively, these guys are looking for answers. Since halftime, they've seemed disjointed and out of sync. They have got to get back that rhythm defensively.
And it's Walker again missing.
It was a rough game. Offensively.
Putting on a show for these people.
I cannot believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Are you kidding me?
Tell you what, Mama always said, if you got it, flaunt it.
Let it fly. Let it fly.
Oh, you did. Oh,
They get the rebound. And he hits it and gets knocked down the play. 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Kings.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
Well, they've only got a slight edge in rebounding when you look at the numbers, but it certainly feels a lot bigger than it is.
Yeah, the score has a lot to do with that. Their overall effort and execution has been elite.
It was a trade that seemingly had been talked about for several years. Finally last season, Boston shipping out Rajon Rondo to the Dallas Mavericks, Clark, halfway through the season.
Yeah, and it seemed to me to be a trade that actually helped both teams.
And Marvin Williams picks up the foul. And guys, Nicholas Batum is a real greyhound on the floor. The guy's got long strides, runs fast, long and limber. Clark, he covers a lot of ground.
Extremely active at both ends of the court, Kevin. Great versatility. He can defend 3 positions. And he's played big minutes for the Blazers.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin.
Yeah, you can see me and Clark, Steve, shaking our heads. Yeah, this has got to be one of the most rewarding wins they'll have this season. Clark, they could have easily gone quietly, but they fought back so hard.
Kevin, I love the resilience we saw there. I mean, it really is an indicator of character that when the situation was at its worst, they were suddenly at their best.
And one of the league's truly special talents making his mark. Once again, another great performance for Cousins. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
To end the run, Hairston, good. 12 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Kufis. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Didn't take their time in wrapping this game up. They came out with a sense of urgency.
Nice ending spurt to polish it off. Once they had him on the ropes, they started throwing haymakers at him.
Is it over?
The whole knockout blow.
Yeah, it's about to be over.
That's a 2 from Bellinelli.
Oh, so it's 5 seconds delay.
So it's the Kings winning this one easily.
Oh, damn,
A
bro.
confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
They certainly put on a good I think they felt they had the
Came
edge.
back. You was up like 10 points
Well,
up there.
folks, that's going to do it for now.
Oh, I got
For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Mark Kellogg, and the rest of the terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.
I can take that lead for sure. Nah, we busy. You say, look, we go solid. Wait till I get the game, man. I'm gonna be all you. I think you can play right now. Yeah, because I remember my friend, that invitation my friend had sent me was on FIFA, and I was playing with him. It was kind of like. You said I could play? A little bit. Come on, what am I that for?